Chart5H, CERN, the 666 system. CERN. What is CERN? Right before our eyes, the Lord has revealed the gift of discernment. The mark of the beast. The number is 666. Discernment is in the Bible, and if you look at the word in the middle, CERN is the mark of the beast, and the number is 666. And I will show you what CERN is. Discernment is in the Bible. The mark of the beast. The name is given in the Bible. Here is CERN. This is over in Switzerland. And I will show you what I have found on the internet, what CERN was. See the RFID chip. There's the chip right there. The RFID is on the outside of the building of CERN. Ecclesiastes 1:9 and 14. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. 14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Revelations 13 and 16. And he, who is the Antichrist, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we are now doing the eye retina to open your phones and computers. You are now using your eye. Mark of the beast. Here's that tooth, the chip, the tooth that's in your head. And here's the size of an RFID, which people are putting in their hands. Sweden is all chipped entirely. Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So it's coming up during the tribulation, the 7 years of tribulation hell, when the Antichrist is in charge, the one world president, that you will not be able to buy or sell unless you have this mark, or the name, or the number. Revelations 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And I will show you the connection of the 666 to the World Wide Web. Discernment. This is called CERN if you go on their website. It's also Atlas. It's in Marin, Switzerland. So the Hebrew letter for the V or the W, it used to be a W, now it's a V, looks just like this, a mark. Has the value of 6, stands for man, peg, hook. And if you look at the CERN symbol, has the 666 in the symbol for CERN. And see the internet? The wheel within the wheel from Ezekiel. Here's your wheel within the wheel. Also can be your lingam and yoni. The wheel within the wheel is the 666, the number of man. See the sixes? Here's your 6. 6, 6, 6. You can see it. And these are all about the eye. 3 men rule the world. I will show you that. The city-state, the last 3 in the world. The city of London, Washington, D.C., and the Vatican. CERN, CERN, stands for Conseil European Research Nuclear, creators of the World Wide Web, the Internet, in 1954. The European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, is an governmental organization that operates the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. Established in 1954, it is based in a northwestern suburb of Geneva on the France-Switzerland border. It comprises 23 member states, and Israel is currently the only non-European country holding full membership. CERN is an official United Nations General Assembly observer. You can find out more about CERN on Wikipedia if you go to this site here. And this is where the internet was created in 1954 when a group of scientists got together and wanted to communicate their data across the world. They created the internet so that they could exchange data across the world. So here's your RFID chip linked to CERN. Here it is where people put it in their hand. Here's the G chip now. Look at the size. Controlled by a satellite. So if all the electric's out, this chip is still, if everything's turned off at night, the chip is still can be controlled by a satellite powered by sunlight, not electric power. So there's 3 chips in your TV. Your phone's on all the time, even though it's off. TV's off, it's still on. The chips are controlled by satellite. And the G chip, Gimel, is pride, the letter for pride. Number 3, the Antichrist Trinity. God is 3 persons. The G chip, Gimel, the 3rd letter in Hebrew. For pride and lifted up. See the pictures match. The World Wide Web, the wheel within the wheel. The wheel within the wheel. Your eye. See, Walmart matches it, the symbol. And the Vatican, St. Peter's Square, matches the same symbol, the wheel within the wheel. The lingam and the yoni, the wheel within the wheel. 666. Here's CERN. And I showed you earlier how Shiva, which is the mascot of CERN, for chaos and storm. And if you look up the pictures for CERN, this is their mascot, Shiva. The wheel within the wheel. Ayin is a letter for I. It's just a mark. If you don't know Hebrew, the 16th letter is the Ayin for I, and it's just a mark. When you look at Hebrew, it's just a mark. The wheel within the wheel. Here's Rome. And they have that eye opening at the top of all their temples. And CERN has an opening at the top there, all the way up. Matches. See the similarity? Here we go around with all the statues they worship, gods and goddesses of Hinduism. And here's your Wiccan. And in St. Peter's Square, you will find these symbols written on the wind markers, Wiccan. Switzerland and Geneva part the Atlas Cavern in the CERN Atlas. This is 92 meters below the ground. Below the ground. Here's the motherboard. All the medical and religious data is being stored in CERN. When you go to the doctor, you always have to tell them what religion you are. You mark it on the chart. They put it in the computer system. And if you notice, all your data is being put into a computer now when you go to the doctor. No more paper charts. This is the motherboard. These scientists were the creators of the MRI and the CAT scan equipment. They are gathering all your medical data, phone data, all your religious data. Everything's gathered together over in CERN, and this is the beast. Here's where all the medical data, Social Security number, ID, everything is stored over at CERN. There's the mascot for the CERN lab, Shiva. And you have your Illuminati and Freemason, which is part of this group, which has that Shiva there. World Wide Web. Looks like a spider's web. See the web? World Wide Web. There's Shiva, the mascot of CERN. This is outside their building. See the web? Black Widow Web. There's the experiment during the Large Hadron Collider 2009 where they tried to make the God particle. There's the RFID chip simulation. There it is. There's your chip. RFID chip. There it is outside the building. See? That's outside the building of CERN. And also your Atlas building. Here's your location in Atlas or Alice building. You can find it on Google Maps. There's the idea square and all the names are written in there. There's a recruitment. You can go on their website and go and find out everything about CERN on their website. Who is the G5, G7, G20 summit meetings that all of our leaders of countries go to? The largest one is G5, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, called the BRICS. And this is G5. They're exclusive. Only certain countries can be in certain groups. And this is what these are, summit meetings of leaders of the world. Brazil was the birthplace of the Jesuit Pope. Happy is the man that hath the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth and the sea and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever. You can order all these charts and lessons from this class at the PentecostalPublishingHouse.com website. They also have pre-printed lessons, quizzes, and certificates you can hand out to the classroom for your students. All the scriptures and lexicon are found on the esword.net website, which you can download for free. Go to Google search Minister Gail Apostolic Teacher on YouTube to find more classes showing how to use several online resources for the Strong's Concordance. Learn Biblical Hebrew, alphabet, and root words, and classes on salvation for any denomination, beginners, students, pastors, preachers, priests, and ministers, which can be used at home or in any religious setting on your phone, tablet PC, or large screen TV, translated by closed caption into your own language. Thank you for coming to this class. Please click and subscribe to see more classes on my Search for Truth 2 Bible study by the Pentecostal Publishing House, Minister Gail, of the original Judeo-Christian one God teaching in the Bible.